season ahead, and we're off in week 2.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Let's go. Second and 10. From the gun, here's Pickett.
And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Pickett back to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Back deep, Nyheim Hines.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Hines now on the return. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards.
And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Play action. It's Smith.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
Amazing how Jefferson makes 1st downs like that look routine, isn't it? He's off to the greatest start by a receiver in NFL history. Set records for most catches and yards in a player's first 3 seasons and led the league in both last year.
They'll fake it. Now Smith.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, when you're facing a receiver like this, you always come into a game thinking, we've got to put our best corner on him. We've got to find a way to get him off his route, limit his touches. But that plan, not working too well on this opening drive. That's already 2 catches for him, and this one, good for a 1st down.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the 2.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Again, Smith. Touchdown!
Khalil Shakir.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Pickett. A throw for Pittman is intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they played much better in game 2, so I would agree with you totally on that.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Antonio Gibson, the intended target.
And it's 3rd and short.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Smith. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Second and 10, Smith again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Here's second and 10. Pickett.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Here's Pickett. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
And they'll go right back to Pierce.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Desmond King picks it. So really the first... This offense is encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
First down, here's Mitchell. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Back to throw, Pickett.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Pickett now, 3rd and goal.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
A 20-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Here we go, here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Pickett going to keep it himself. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Now that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Cooper will come in motion right. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Open man has got Jefferson across the formation. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Now Geno on 1st down. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Geno now to throw. Has his man, it's Shakir. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a night.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down it goes. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
At the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Second and a couple. Pierce now up the middle.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith.
Gets the dump off to Pierce.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
55 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
The 1-yard line.
Hey, here we go, hey. Tuesday. 13X.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Pierce will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
The York on now for the extra point.
And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Eagles 3.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
One of the league's best linebackers, he ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Pickett. That's to the former Alabama man, Cameron Latu.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A couple of nice plays right in a row, and it's an Eagle first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Short throw caught by Dulcich.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the Vikings 49-yard line.
Running left, here's Mitchell.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those deep...
Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the third time in this game. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, second and 10 coming up. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Smith. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Desmond King picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 9.
19 tight.
Pickett back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. 2nd and 9. They'll fake it. Now Smith rolling to his right. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. It's Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And they're on the 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Turnover that just got him the football back. Obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense...
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 93 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the option, it's Smith himself. And a loose football. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Saw the linebacker, Damone Clark, coming through with a stop. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down, Vikings.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Smith. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Once more, it's Pierce. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. York able to send this one through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. Pickett. And this one too low. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
He's got his target. That's complete. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for